Hello and welcome to another episode of The Average EV. Today I am going to be going over the navigation that is built in with the Chevrolet Equinox EV and give you some tips and tricks to optimize it so it will hopefully work its best for you. Let's get into it. All right, everyone. So again, I'm going to go over navigation. I've been using it for a little bit. I don't hate it, but it's definitely not perfect. I'm going to point out some things to hopefully help you all out when you're using the navigation. It's going to get you where you want to go for sure, but you're going to want to be aware of some things so that when you're looking at the navigation and maybe some of the chargers it picks out for you, you would know, oh, maybe I don't want to go to that charger. Or you might find out it's the only charger available and then you have to. So I'm going to go ahead, flip the camera around, and we're going to dig into the navigation here on the Chevy Equinox EV. Okay, everyone, so I'm actually in my wife's profile, and she doesn't have anything set up. And I wanted to show you all just so maybe you can know what settings you're going to want to pick. So you'll log in. There's actually a screen before this. You click that, and then you'll get here, Privacy Center. It says choose the vehicle data you want to share with Google. So share trip and sensor data when maps is open or destination is set. Here you can read through that, but obviously, you're gonna want that. But if you're really privacy conscious, maybe you can only when a destination is set. That is totally up to you, but I don't mind. I leave it there. Next is share EV data. You're gonna want to make sure this is turned on. This is going to allow the car to give you the best prediction for range and stuff like that, for navigating, and also to help you pick the best chargers based on everything that's going on during your trip. So make sure you have that turned on. And then offline maps, auto download offline maps. I would recommend that. It basically saves the maps for where you are a lot. That way it doesn't have to constantly re-download that. So then you click go to map, and here we are. I'm just near my local charging station, which ironically enough isn't showing up on. Oh, there it is, right there. Electric circuit charging station. It's funny because that's not the name of the company, but whatever. So here it is. It looks great. It's very responsive. If you want to, here I'll go ahead and show everybody. If you want to, you can view it over here in your driver's display, which I absolutely love. I think that's incredible. I always like that about the Polestar and Volvo vehicles, and so I'm really glad that GM has that on all their vehicles as well. But here we are. So what if you want to take a trip? Well, let's just go right now and see what happens. And then I'll kind of show you what you might want to tweak from what is standard. So I'll click here and maybe let's just navigate to Raleigh because that's where I do my infamous boomerang challenge. If you haven't already, I have a boomerang challenge for the Equinox EV up. Here it says I'm going to ride with negative 76% state of charge. Now it added some charging stops, 1, 2, 3 charging stops. And I would want to leave those in. If you want to remove them for some reason, you can. Maybe you want to manually plan your charging stops, but I would recommend probably leaving them in. Now, what charging stops did it pick for me? I click route details, and it's going to show all my stops. So Fredericksburg, EVgo charge station Richmond, Electrify America charging station Rocky Mount, and then I make it to Raleigh. So there is that. Now, right off the bat, I just want to speak about some kind of pitfalls, downfalls, whatever the terminology is here about this system is. First off, I know that this station tends to have a lot of issues. When you click on here, it shows 4.0, but it's really not that good of a station. It tends to have issues, and sometimes multiple chargers are down. Here, this is an EVgo charging station in Richmond, and when we get to it, this is, again, there's only 2 ports here, and that's not an ideal station. And right now you can see they're not even available, so that's not great. And then I go back here, and Rocky Mount is for me, it's generally been solid. Electrify America has its ups and downs, but so that I'm actually okay with that stop. But I've noticed a lot of times it doesn't always pick the best chargers, so I wish they could start to incorporate data from somewhere to kind of pick the best chargers. Now here, as far as charge times are concerned, they're pretty short, not too bad. I wish it would say, when you click here, it doesn't tell you how much you should charge up to. Now, when you get there, it will tell you how much to charge up to, but I wish it said 26 to whatever state of charge, just so you're aware, but it doesn't. So there's that. It worked pretty well, and you click start, and then there it is, telling me what to do. Flash flood warning. That's kind of nice. Oh, another thing too, sorry. Oh.
Your route may be affected by flash flood warning.
Oh, there we go. But one thing that's cool is every time you go into a new state, it kind of pops up and tells you which new state you're in, which I think is kind of cool. Anyways, let's go ahead and cancel this trip. You click right there to cancel it. Exit navigation. Okay. So, exit navigation. And you're watching in real time. It's not working really well. I'm not sure what's going on here at all. That's so strange. There we go. Oh, that was bizarre. Okay, there is some kind of glitch. I've actually never seen that, so who knows? But there you go. You saw it here first. Okay, so if you want to change some settings, you can go in here, change different settings, route options, avoid highways, tolls, ferries, offline maps. This will actually show you, let me see. I remember it showing me the auto downloaded map, where it's like cut off, but maybe it won't here. Maybe not, but that's okay. It's not the biggest deal. And then privacy center, and then EV payment filters. This is where you're going to choose which charge providers you want to use. They have a bunch, but they don't have them all. Notably, a company I'm really starting to like now is Circle K. Not on here. They don't have Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes-Benz is kind of a part of ChargePoint, so I don't know if maybe they'd navigate you if you select ChargePoint. But I really like the Circle K. One time it navigated me and it worked, but you can't choose it. But there are all the options. I would probably choose, EVgo. I'm wary to choose ChargePoint. I'll explain later. Electrify America, even though they have their issues. EV Connect, maybe. And Supercharger when that's available, but I'll put that there. If you want to choose other ones, you can, but those are the ones I would probably recommend. I'm a little wary of ChargePoint because sometimes it'll navigate you to a 62.5 kilowatt charger when you could go to a faster charger. So there is that. They have some rankings there too. Okay. So there's that. Going back, and here we go. So now for fun, let's just do a little bit longer of a navigation. We went to Orlando, not in this car, but we did go to Orlando. And let's see what kind of trip it gives me. Not too bad, shows you end of battery range right there. And then now, boom, it's gonna give all your charging stops pretty quick. You can see we got some longer charging stops here. Click routing detail, we got an EVgo, Electrify America, Shell Recharge, Electrify America, ChargePoint. Which one is this? Trying to see, 125. So that, again, that's a 62.5. That's not labeled properly, and that's going to be slow. So you're going to end up taking longer than 48 minutes probably. And then there's an Electrify America there. Let's look at, there's that hour and 10 minute. Why is it hour and 10 minute? It's a 200 kilowatt, but that may be one of the ones that's actually 80 kilowatt. So that could be an issue as well. So you're starting to see why I am hesitant about some of the choices that the route planner makes. Again, you can use this, it'll get you there, but it's not perfect. If I go back to settings and I change this filter, I get rid of ChargePoint, get rid of EVgo, I'll just leave Electrify America and Supercharger. And then let's see what happens now when I go to Orlando. I'm just leaving all this in so you can see how long it takes to load. There we go. Not as long of charging stops, which looks good. Route details. Fredericksburg, Richmond, Wake Forest, Lumberton, Florence, Electrify America, Electrify America. So it's taking me to all Electrify Americas, no Circle K. I just wish I could pick Circle K. But there's that. So again, it'll get you there. That's kind of the lesson learned. Now, you'll see here in this little, whatever, search menu, if you will, this little lightning bolt. So when you click on that, it's going to show you charge stations near you. So you can see my local Electrify America. There's another one in Ellicott City down there. So if I click here, sorry, I have to click here is what I meant to do, and I can change some settings. So here it's just looking for 50 kilowatt or faster. So that actually may have been part of the problem when I did my search. And this is one of the things I wanted to talk about. I would recommend for this car, for the Chevy Equinox EV, I would have it selected to 350 kilowatt or faster. The reason is the Chevy Equinox EV needs a 350 kilowatt charger to get its max speeds. I know it doesn't make sense because it says 150 kilowatts, but because of the way charging works with amperage and voltage and all that stuff, a lot of people probably don't care about. You need a 350 kilowatts so you can get the full current to make this thing charge. You could probably also select 150 or faster and be fine, but I like to select 350 or faster. Plugs there, and then you can again change payment like we did earlier. I'm just gonna leave it on Electrify America for now. So I'll click back here, and if I were to search again and go to, we can go back to Raleigh. There we go. See if it changed our route at all. Has this going to, so instead of the EVgo, has this going to Richmond because we did change that. So this is going to Rocky Mount. So pretty much the same trip there. And maybe let's go out to Denver. See how that trip would go. Okay, it's thinking. I've never seen it take this long, so I'm gonna stop it and redo it. See what's going on. Start. Finding charging stops. Yeah, that was strange, but it's finding charging stops now. So I guess if it does that, just exit out, come back, and it'll work properly. It found the charging stops pretty quick, so that was a weird little bug we found. Route details. Hagerstown, Bell Vernon, Cambridge, Huber Heights. You can click there, see all sites. And it looks like it's really keeping me to Electrify America. I wonder what happened. So 1 day, 8 hours. If I change to just like have nothing selected. Nothing selected. And I'm gonna click 150. I think it was 1 day and 6 hours, 1 day and 8 hours. And we'll navigate back to Denver. Here you go, finding charging stops. Again, not too bad. It's a weird glitch we had earlier. 1 day, 8. Oh, so it's about the same. Has some different options now. Shell Recharge, like for America, EVgo. There we go, EV Connect. So, yeah, but still about the same time. So there's that. So that works pretty well. Again, you can do whatever you want, choose whatever you want, choose whatever charge providers you want. Hopefully, again, when Tesla becomes available, they'll add an option to do the plug-in charge. Hopefully that comes. Now, here you can, we'll select that just so it goes away. Oh. But here, when you're in this little search, you can turn things off and change your options here if you'd like to do all that. So I can turn off. That's basically, it's showing you chargers that aren't ones that you've selected that you have payment for, if that makes sense. Here, now it's only going to show the ones I have selected. There's the plug type, and then this is the charge power level. So if I have it set to 350, but I want to see a 150, I just click that and it'll show everything. That will just show the 350 kilowatt if that's what I have selected in here. Again, you can mute the navigation, put alerts only, stuff like that. That'll do your different perspectives and whatnot. Now, something people were asking about is, can you have it where the car will navigate if you tell it to? Yes, so I can just go, hey Google, navigate to Denver, Colorado.
Okay, Denver. Here we go.
There it is, and it worked pretty well. Finding charging stops, and done. Maybe I want to change my mind. Hey Google, navigate me to Portland, Maine.
Sure, Portland.
So now it's going to change the route. And there we go. So that works well. People have asked about that, and it works nicely. All right, everyone, there are my tips and tricks there with the navigation. I did leave some stuff in there that maybe is like, a little bit longer than people would have wanted to, but I wanted you to see how long it took things to load. It was interesting that we witnessed a bug I've never seen before. That's never happened. I would assume it won't happen, but it looks like if you just go back and then search again, it'll work perfectly fine. That was kind of odd. You can actually, in the navigation, you can go through and you can set like your work and your home, and you can do all that stuff. You can set favorite places. So that works as well if you're interested in that. But mainly I wanted to show everybody here the EV aspects of it. So setting up charging, tweaking the different charge providers and stuff like that. And also just making people aware that the navigation might not be perfect. And this is kind of my closing thoughts. If you don't care, you just want to listen to it and follow the directions and get you where you want to go, it's going to work. Just use it. You're going to be fine. But if you want to maximize, you want to have a pretty good experience, and you want to arrive to a charger that you know is going to work, you're going to have no issues. It's worth, when you're heading towards a charger, go into one of the apps like Plugshare or Chargeway or something like that, and make sure that the charger is properly working. Also, I would go into the app for whatever charge point operator you're going to go to and see if there's any issues there as well. Like pull up the Electrify America app, check the Richmond station, make sure that it is properly working, because there's nothing worse than getting to a charger and it not working. I cannot speak to this navigating me to a charger that doesn't work. I'm not saying it won't do that, but I'm also not saying that it will avoid chargers that don't work. I just have no experience with that personally, because it's always taken me to a charger that has worked. But if anyone's had that experience where it took you to a charger that didn't work, leave it down below just so people can be aware. So in closing thoughts, just like quick takeaways, I would set it to 350 kilowatt. I'm pretty sure that if it can't find something, it'll just navigate to a 150, but it'll prefer 350 kilowatt chargers. Again, you're going to want to use those because it's going to get you the 150 kilowatts advertised. A 150 kilowatt charger will get you close most of the time, but it probably won't get you up to the 150 that you are expecting. So I hope you all found this video helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. And as always, please remember to give a like, a subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on X, follow me on Threads, follow me on Instagram, and I will catch you all next time.